You're welcome back. Now in this particular story I'll just show you how to create the flyer in Pixellab. So I'll be making use of Snapseed and Pixellab for this particular tutorial. Now I've created the background already. I just want to show you how I did create the background. So this is how I did. So this is the image. Let me put this off, and the next thing is come to crop. I choose square. Alright, so my Snapseed course will be out. It's just an introduction. I'll be explaining the whole tool. It will be on my YouTube channel in a week time from now. Alright, so I'll just set it by this side. Okay, so this particular side area. Then I'll just done. I'm done. So I'll come to tool, come to double exposure. So I'll click on plus. So this image. So I'll just come here and just leave it like this. Leave it. So you can still move your hand. Then I'll come here and I'll just make it hard. Make sure it is hard. Or you can just leave it like this. Now when we're done, then you click on this check mark. So you come to this place, come to view edit, come to double exposure, then you come here and click here. So you make sure this is turned on, then you just erase on this edge. You can come to invert, so you see the area you're keeping and you want to erase away. So this is the areas I want to erase. Now they are not actually going to appear. You can see, let me just zoom out. It's not going to appear like now. That's the good thing about this particular image. It's not going to appear as if it is in the water. Just watch and see. So we are done, but now it's appearing as if in the water, right? But when I click double exposure, I just move this up a bit, and I just click on this check mark. Now is it still appearing to be as if it is in the water? So let's come here and keep this here. We can keep it to the full. Can just drag it here, and is it okay? Still looking like water. You know what? So I'll just move my hand, drag the image, then to this particular place. So you can just adjust it evenly, keep adjusting it, then you're definitely going to get something like this. Or you can just come here and click back on this image, then no. So what we want to do is just look it, then no, not that. We have to reduce this now. So we just keep now there. But I didn't check this. Then so you can just keep playing around it, be raising. Well, I'll send you the original one I have. This that I created. It didn't actually take me this long. Creating it didn't take me this long. So I'll just keep this here. You can just come here and adjust the opacity to your preference. So it's gonna make it feel as if it's kind of like a desert like. So you can now just export. But I have one I created already, so I'll just come here and Now this tutorial is not supposed to take me time, so I'll just come here and from gallery I'm changing the background directly to the one I created with Snapseed. Let's see if I can get Snapseed. Then so this is the one. I'll be sending it to you anyway, so you can, if you look at it, it actually blended with the background. So the next thing I'll be doing is from gallery, so just come here, come to create it. This is where I have my files installed. Now I won't be able to add some of these effects I did add in, so just put this one here, this camera. Now you can see the camera is having a bit of like white, so you can just come there and just erase now all there. Oh dear, the size, please. Okay, so it also has some of this stuff somewhere around here. I'll make it rough. I increase the feather. Okay, wow, no, not that. So I'll just stick with it like this. So I'll come to color filter. I'll increase the saturate, the brightness, the contrast. Now let me just make it 15. Increase it because I'll be increasing the saturation too. And I'll also be reducing the brightness. Now you notice that trend those white lines on. So let me just know if this helps your next Pixellab project. Next project. And Photoshop, I blurred it a bit, but yeah, I can't blur it. So let me, oh dear, Pixellab have so many limitations. It has so many limitations which I just have to zoom in. Then come to draw. Then just blur this a bit. Then just no. It by default is on black, so I don't like this. It's too blur. So we'll just keep it this way now. So I'll now send it back to that image. Then I will send it. Alright, so like this. If it is too much, you can, instead of just going back to erase, just reduce the opacity to just save you the stress. But when we have just click on this place, then I'll bring in the next image, the image of the man. Now in the original design I told you I did blow the camel a bit because my main focus was on the man, and also I applied the same filter to the man camera, brightness and saturation. Also the man was spraying, you know, the man like a sojourner. So let me just move this to the back. Position this one here. Now the camel, just come here, and for that camel, that's white rope, just now why I'm erasing that is because of that white line I'm seeing. So just let's completely remove it here. So it's okay this way. So for this man, we can leave it this way, even this way. We also apply shadow effects to his feet, where he's just bring this blur a bit. By default is in black. So I'll send this to the back. Okay, so I'll just lock this here, but I'll just play around it. Let's see. Then I'll reduce the opacity just to give you this realistic feel. You can still adjust it. When I did my Photoshop design, I think I just came here and adjusted because of this feet. I just gauged it that the one on the feet was too much. Okay, so you can evenly spread the. Okay, so we have this guy here. So we have this here. The next thing is just come here and bring, as my memory is full. Okay, let's just come to my file manager. Just let it process a bit. Wow. What the hell? It's not supposed to behave like this now. Shouldn't behave like this. Just forgive me for this shit. I just released the memory, so it should have stopped. Oh, now it's working. So we'll bring in this one, and let me just bring in this. Okay, I clicked on it 3 times. That's why it's moving like this. We'll bring in this, and what else? Let's bring in this. So now the reason it actually did brought all these elements like this is because you don't know how to bring in more image in Pixellab more than once. You should watch one of my previous videos. So I'll come here and flip this way. So I will come to opacity. I will use it about 60. So I'll come to contrast a bit, saturation greatly, 76. Then I'll come to eraser, increase this feather. Then so it's like this. So I'll just still want to increase it more. So this was how I did it. So I just came to this image and not blow erase. So just leave that area like that. Okay, so just lock, not this one, that one. So the next thing, just make this one visible. Then I didn't use this, but let me just try this. I reduce the brightness, increase this contrast a bit. Then the saturation was not affected because it's black and white. So the saturation was not affected. So now because of the cloud, so it's of no use. So this was the one I made use of. So just keep this one by the road, that side, or you can choose to just keep this one there. So position this, increase this, saturation, reduce the brightness. So I wanted to add a bit of that to it. Just so it's blending with the background. So the essence of me bringing this dust is, I'll reduce the opacity, just put it beside the mountain. Now it's kind of appear to be a bit, no, the mountain needs to be in front of the man, as well as my dust, this cloud, like this dust. Copy it, position it here, reduce the size, move it there, come. So I'll reduce the opacity of this one. It's on the road, the man is in a desert, so just position this one. There, so I can copy this. There, copy, position this one too, somewhere around here. Copy this, position this one somewhere on top of the mountain. Now the man is in a desert, so that dusty feel vibe, that's what we're giving it. So I could just come here and bring in a text. Ramadan. So I used a font. I changed the color to white. Okay, so I changed the color to white. I used L'Oreal font. L'Oreal is supposed to be serif. L'Oreal. Yeah, so this was the font. I did position it somewhere around here. Ramadan. Okay, so the next thing is copy, edit, Mubarak. So I change this one to Montserrat bold, not bold. Then I spread the tint. I use just, okay, you can just now extend. Okay, so just you can engage with your eyes if it's at the center. So I'll just leave this one there. Then I'll just bring in another text. I'll also set it to black. And I'll just use it for Xaxis graphics. Okay, so I'll just come here and make use of shilling. Then I'll give it padding. Okay, so the color should be white. Still reduce the size, position it here. So the padding, okay, so I can keep this one there. So the next thing is this, I will add like a black with my draw tool. Like a vignette. Okay, so I'll keep this here and I'll just put this on here and just reduce the opacity. Now as if I was having like a blend mode, I would have just used overlay, but since Pixellab, it's the problem with Pixellab not giving us ability to blend our object with, so I'll just save this image. Now I'll take, while it's saved, please subscribe to my channel if you just joined me for the first time. We spent about 21 minutes and we, instead of this place, we're coming to this one. So come to recent Ramadan Mubarak. So we're able to create this one. So I just remembered some effects which I didn't apply, so I'll still zoom in. I will zoom in. Okay, so I'll come to my draw tool. I'll increase the blur, increase the pen size, then click on white. So the essence of me clicking on white, and I'll reduce the pen size. So I'll just brush a bit on the air of the head of the scalp. Okay, so I'll click on that, then I'll reduce the opacity, just the reflection of the light from the sun. So this is before and after. So then zoom in. Now you'll come to the camel, the same thing, to draw the size, then increase the blur radius, then the whites also. Don't want it to touch the man's, so I just be on the camera. Okay, so, or better still, let's just leave it like this. So we're sending it to the back instead of just going through this stress over and over again. I just send it to the back of the man that's in front of the camel. So it is now at the back of the man. So you can now save this. So let's bring this one instead. So it's going to be reflection of the sun on the man's skin, but the best thing would have been use a bit of orange. Use of orange, because of the light. The light reflection is kind of white, so it will still work. So I'll use this instead. Then you can use one of these filters. Use accentuate. Alright, you see the feel is giving me, right? Now click on this check mark, so I can just come here, and if you want to reduce the saturation a bit, tune image, I just look at it and I think it's too saturated. I'll leave it at this, then I'll make sure I click on my curve back. Alright, so we are done. You can see I actually created it in Pixellab, but think it's quite okay here in Photoshop. It's okay in Pixellab. So now let's start everything for this particular tutorial. Resources will be in the description of the video. Then you can just come here and add a bit of greeny film. You move your slide to and then you select. Let me come to my. Just move your hand. This style, please remove it. Then the greeny fill you can add. You see it has added a bit of noise on image. You can leave it at 25. Oh, see that white on the head. I just managed to create that. So you can now export this. Done it. Pixellab. So that will be all for this video. We'll see in the next video. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you've learned from this.